Greetings to all, I am Mr. Fluffy Bottoms, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about talent. There are some questions that I wanted to tackle on this topic. Those questions being, what is talent? Is talent real? And where does it come from? I've heard a couple of friends talk about this topic, and I thought it was pretty interesting, so I just decided to make a little quick video giving you guys my opinion as to what talent is. Well, not my opinion, but to discuss what talent is. So first we're going to start off, as I always do, with what the definition of talent is. Talent is the natural skill or ability to do something. Well, that answers question one, but what I think is the more important question is whether or not talent is real or not. So, given the definition, we can tell there's some sort of discrepancy with the logic of implying that someone has the natural ability to do something. No one can just grab an instrument and write a song. No one can just grab a basketball and shoot threes with 90% accuracy, and no one could just skateboard and tray flip the 10-step. Things don't work like that. While I may be approaching this with the bar set pretty high, let's look at this in a different perspective maybe. Do people measure talent by the pace at which they learn? If this is the case, I feel that it's flawed. I would argue that the foundation of that skill or ability is to be properly understood before the person could move on to more advanced techniques or skills. What I mean by this is that I feel as though people push themselves forward without pacing and understanding what it is they're doing before they advance. This, in my opinion, is what we call a talented person. Now, while the talented person understands the essentials to their skill, the normal kid may not. It is also the determination and perseverance of individuals that create a gap between them and a quote normal person. I want to use myself as an example. I'm a musician, I play the guitar. I hope this doesn't sound bad, as it does in my head, but I'm often told how talented I am. And it does flatter me to an extent, but the response in my head is totally different than the response I get to that person. I thank them. I am appreciative. It's sincere. It means a lot. But in my head, I don't look at it as if I just picked up a guitar one day and I just got good. That's not how it works. I sat in my room alone for hours at a time, playing and playing and playing until my fingers bled, and I repeated scales over and over and over again until, muscle memory kicked in and I could do it without even thinking about it. I worked hard to be at the point I am now, playing the guitar. I feel as though talent discredits a person's efforts and hard work to put into a skill. And this is also important because, in my opinion, this is what creates the difference between a talented person and a normal person. It's the effort you put into something that yields the results. And for some of you guys that are really literal, what I mean about normal people and talented people is purely subjective. It's given in the perspective of someone that finds, talent is a thing. So, just wanted to make that kind of clear. So that was question 2, and now question 3 is where exactly where does talent come from? And this one is a little murky. We're gonna be stepping into somewhat murky waters here. People will often argue that, if your parents are good at something, then you should be good at something, right? Because for hereditary reasons and genetics, you should have the same genes as them, right? Well, that's not necessarily the case. I don't think that the correlation there would necessarily justify how genes affect our talents, quote unquote talents. Our genes affect our talents in a different way. Let's say you're really tall, right? Because you're tall, it gives you an advantage at certain sports like basketball. Now, because you're tall at basketball, because you're a tall person doesn't necessarily mean you will be good at basketball. So there needs to be a fine line drawn between those 2 points. It's how we grow up, and how it's almost like a nature and nurture type of thing. So take what you will from that, because I don't really want to talk about like the whole genetic aspect of it that much, because it can be quite confusing, as there are many factors that play into what makes our genes the way it does, the way they are, and how it affects us and our abilities to do certain things. So that's really all I really wanted to talk to you guys about for today. I thought it was a really cool topic to talk about anyway, so let me know what your guys' opinions are down in the comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are the reasons why? Etc. etc. And if you learned anything at all, if you enjoyed, then like and subscribe for more commentaries like this. But this game is coming to a close, so I hope you guys are enjoying Thursday or whatever day this is. I lose track sometimes. But have an awesome day, and Fluffy is out.